Princess Lila lived in a castle made of moonlight and dreams. She had hair as blue as a summer sky, which flowed all the way down to her feet. On her head sat a tiny silver crown, and this crown was very special indeed. It didn't just sit there looking pretty. It twinkled and shone with a gentle light whenever Lila was feeling brave. It was a small, secret signal. A little star just for her, reminding her of the strength she held inside. Her heart was as kind as her crown was bright, and she loved to explore the meadows that surrounded her home, always looking for a new friend or a new flower to greet. Lila wore a dress that was just as magical as her crown. It was woven from pink rose petals and shimmering silver moonbeams. When she spun around, it looked like a cloud of candy floss caught in a sunbeam. But the most wonderful thing about the dress was its secret power. Whenever Lila made a wish, tiny sparkles would dance all over the fabric, glowing softly like captured fireflies. The sparkles would swirl and shimmer, growing brighter and brighter as her wish took flight, sending its gentle magic out into the world. It was a dress for dreaming, a dress for hoping, and a dress for making wonderful things happen. She was never alone on her adventures, for she had the most wonderful friends. First, there was Finn, the cricket knight, a plump, round little cricket with a shell as shiny as a polished green emerald. He wore a tiny helmet made from an acorn cap and carried a sword no bigger than a pine needle, but his heart was as big and brave as any knight in the kingdom. He would chirp brave songs and stand tall, ready to protect the princess from any grumpy caterpillar or prickly thistle they might happen to meet on their path. Her other dear friends were just as special. Olivia the wise owl, with her soft speckled brown feathers and enormous gentle eyes, was their guide. She had a motherly way about her, always hooting softly with sensible advice and knowing the safest paths through the woods. And then there was Grumble the beetle, a chubby fellow with a shiny dark shell. Grumble often complained with a low buzzing sound, but he had a secret. When he was happy, his sparkling wings would shimmer with all the colors of the rainbow, a dazzling, beautiful sight for everyone to see. One sunny morning, as the friends wandered through the whispering woods, a strange chill crept into the air. The birds stopped their cheerful singing, and the sun seemed to hide behind a sudden, lonely cloud. A path that was usually warm and friendly was now covered in a thin layer of sparkling, delicate frost, even though it was the middle of summer. Olivia the owl fluffed her feathers and looked around with her big, wise eyes, a worried expression on her face. "Something is not right," she hooted softly, her voice a low whisper. "This is not the work of nature. A cold magic is near." As they walked on, the frost grew thicker, crunching under Finn's tiny cricket feet. The trees, once green and full of life, now looked sad, their leaves drooping and coated in an icy sheen. Beautiful